Kaiso, Crassus, welcome back.
The boy, and this young man, I keep saying boy because he's...
How old is he?
By human standards, he's got to be no older than 19.
Okay, so, yeah.
He's a late teen.
Yeah.
You're all children to me.
A little different by Vidoni standards, but more or less 19, as far as you would understand it.
I mean, it's the same thing for Azamar.
Yeah. And he looks around, he kind of turns his head, and there's like a stiffness there, and he says, "Where am I?"
Morgue.
Okay.
I'm dead?
Not anymore.
You have been dead for 8 days.
His eyes widen, and his hands fly to his abdomen, and he like lifts the blanket up feels around. It's like, oh shit. He starts cursing in a language that you'll recognize as basically old, like, Vidoni. It's just Vidoni. And he says, shit, what happened?
We were hoping you might be able to answer that.
But he has 1 hit point and basically a bunch of exhaustion.
Yep.
So we'd like to talk to you about that. But there was a shipwreck, and we're hoping you might be able to fill in a few things. But not right now. You need to rest up.
He blinks and he says, I just saw you. Not 10 minutes ago.
Right before the ship crashed, yes. You were looking at the prince.
He looks kind of staggered and says, yeah, the captain sent me to make sure the prince was okay. I remember I memorized your faces, and then I flew back to the captain, and he like closes his eyes as if he's got a headache, and he says, and then I pulled up next to the hunter, and nothing.
It's probably best you don't remember then.
What captain?
Captain Tarquinia. He's the captain of the guard for Parsa.
I'm sorry, what was that? For Parser?
Oh,
what?
For PASSA, it's Parsa Wedge.
Is that where where we came in?
You came in near Parsa Wedge.
Okay. You were sent to keep an eye out for the vessel that the prince would be on?
Yeah, we were to pick him up and arrange transport, but I was just letting the captain know that you'd arrived.
Jill tilts her head at him, and I don't necessarily think that he's in a place where he would be lying, but I do want to do an insight check just in case.
You can roll insight for that, and anyone who is watching may do so if they wish.
That's a dirty 20.
All right. Do Winner or Taurus have a go at this?
I mean, there's no reason for him to lie.
Wynn just kind of sees this kid who's just completely baffled right now and just assumes he's too baffled to lie.
Sure. Jilliana, you're pretty sure that the boy's telling the truth. He would have come along, probably mouthed to himself, whispered to himself as he memorized everyone on the deck of the ship, and then flown off to deliver the news.
And what was the ship that you came up alongside?
That was one of Tarquinia's hunter ships.
Do I have a list of the ships that crashed? You didn't hand me a physical one, but would Jilliana have a list of the ships that crashed along with sort of the identified bodies?
No, she would not. You only asked for the bodies, so you only got the bodies.
Okay.
Varas?
Oh, that's right. Varas
is he still here?
Yeah, Varas has been standing in a corner with his hands folded, just watching this whole thing very intently.
All right. Varas, do you know if that hunter ship went down?
Varas says, I'm sorry, my lady. I don't know.
She nods her head. It's something we can ask later.
Okay. We need to get a list of ships then. Okay, then that ship may have gone down too. Who was piloting your ship?
The scout says, I don't actually know. He was one of Tarquinia's men. I only met him that morning.
Okay. And you don't remember if the hunter ship went down, and your ship went down. Okay.
Arturos, as this is going on, Kaiso swoons in your arms, and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm And he's not looking well.
What do we do after they're alive?
Let them rest.
Varas, do you have any stretchers that can transfer these guys to a ward?
His eyes were, when you look over, his eyes were quite wide, as if he'd never seen something like this before, and he says, "Of course, I'll be right back." And he leaves. In a couple minutes, he returns with a couple of orderlies with stretchers on them, on their backs, and he has them lay the stretchers down and take the young boy out.
Listen, he's going to need at least 4 days, four long rests, 4 days to heal until he's fully fit. Even with me going through the hospital and doing some heals, he's still going to need about 4 days to recover before you should probably release him. And even then, you're probably gonna want to check on all of the injuries that kind of snap back into place. I want to make sure that those things were done right.
The orderlies, they're honestly terrified. They are actually filled with fear, seeing this dead man whom they help onto the stretcher, and he's breathing. And Varas similarly is like, "Of course, my lady, we will do everything in our power to look after him."
Listen. He's not undead, okay? He is alive. He's fully alive. Right? We're clear on that?
"Of course, my lady. We are under no impressions that you raised him as a zombie."
Okay. Good. And I think her eyes dart between both the orderlies and Varas and just notes that fear, and that's gonna sit in her stomach for a while.
Did you say anything to Kaiso before he took him away? Sorry, before he was taken away?
I think Jill would just be like, "Okay, thank you for the information. You absolutely need to rest. Do not do anything. Do not do any heavy lifting or really even get out of bed much in the next 4 days."
And he kind of laughs, and that laugh turns into a cough, like a hacking cough, and he says, "I couldn't move if I wanted to."
But don't worry, I'll be able to help with that part for a while at least.
And he just kind of leans his head back and closes his eyes. But his chest is rising and falling.
I think she kind of slumps a little after they leave. Okay, so that's power. That's power over life and death, huh?
When nods, yeah, seems to be the case.
I've never done that before. I mean, I've had Revivify for a while, but we never had to use it. Fuck.
I dare say that none of you have ever seen anything like this before.
Except for when we were in the well.
Yeah, but you don't remember anything that happened in the well.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we saw everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah, but you can't hold it all in your head at the same time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Okay, should we wait for Varas to come back before getting into the next one?
I think we can go ahead with the next one. I don't know that it needs to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know that I need to watch. Can I just close my eyes next time?
Oh. Sorry.
I can hold the diamond and be here. I don't mind.
Yeah, oh. Yeah, sure. Sorry. That's weird.
Why are you apologizing?
You didn't know.
Because that freaked him out, and that freaked them out, and that freaked people out.
Big magic scares people.
Yeah.
Because they don't see a lot of it.
Yes, that is the thing that is giving me anxiety right now. Yes, thank you. Thank you for putting a fine point on it. I feel better now.
I mean, everything today has put anxiety to you, so this isn't new, Jill.
You think?
I do think, yes.
Never mind. Who's next?
I would suggest Regulus Lindsay.
Yeah, that's probably decent. I want to, if he's next, that I want to get to Flavius next. That's a pilot. Blood was leaking out his ears, according to this sheet. They might be able to tell us directly something that I don't know. They might be able to remember something a little sharper than Lachlan could.
No, it's possible.
I need to figure out what link there is in these ships.
Could be no link.
Yeah, but why would there be this many ships that were attacked? What I need to know, is there a commonality between them or not?
It could be. If once we get the list of ships, we'll be able to learn a bit more. But it could just be that they were going for our ship and these were just within close enough proximity.
That's the thing. They said it happened all over the city, so I don't think
True.
it was, unless there was a whole bunch of other shit to cover up attacking us specifically. I need to know if we were targeted or if we were just part of some random draw.
Hopefully we'll learn something from someone.
Yeah. Because when we find the people that did that to Lachlan, I'm going to kill them.
Let's do it.
I'm going to rip their heads off. And I might not bring them back if I don't feel they've earned it.
All right.
Wonderful. Listen, Vengeful Partners is hot, okay?
Okay, then the next person that I think we're going to do is Regulus Lindsay.
Okay.
Which is, according to this list, Vidoni man, middle-aged, head of the Printers Guild, impaled through chest.
Now, since you've all looked at the Vidoni map, you would know that there is a Lindsay wedge. That is Lin-Say.
I gotta go back to the city map so I can look at this.
Yep. But you don't have to check it right now. Just know that you would know that this is in fact like a recognized family.
A peer of the realm.
A peer of the realm.
One of the houses.
Yeah, one of the houses. Okay, so you approach the body of this older Vidoni man, and yeah, you remove the sheet so that you can do the ritual over his body. Well, it's not a ritual, but you know what I mean. And Wynn is holding the gem this time?
Yeah, Wynn holds the diamond this time.
Okay. So, Annie, anything before you cast a spell?
No, I think she just kind of takes a deep breath, steadies herself, and then tries to iterate on the sort of incantation that she did before, the prayer. It's not really much better this time. It sounds a bit more sure of herself, but she does try to end on that, like, there is an open door and an extended hand, and you can take the hand or go beyond.
Okay. In that case, what happens is you cast the spell, and again, the magic warps reality. This time it feels stronger. The weave has been shaken in this place before, and you shaking it again, you can feel it. It's all of you feel as though there is a high-pitched sound that's just out of your hearing. The air ripples. Heat waves burn up off this body as the gem's luster fountains off the gem and lands on the body, and the diamond turns to a piece of worthless coal, and then cracks apart in your hands, Wynn. And the hole in this man's chest, which was gaping and kind of awful, not kind of, there's nothing awful about it, it closes up, bit by bit, starting at the center and working its way outwards in layers, healing truly and deeply right down to the center of his body. And finally, the last layers of skin gloss over it and smooth, and you can actually see that the spell has the decency to even sprout a little patch of chest hair to match the rest of his chest. Like, this is a full restoration.
Good bones.
Yeah, and the man's eyes open and he gasps again.
Steady.
And for the second time today, Jill has fought death and won.
Regulus Lindsay, welcome back.
Welcome back.
During this process, Artie's just like looking at the ceiling going, oh, the sounds. I don't know that not looking is any better, I'll be honest.
Honestly, watching's kind of interesting.
I get it. I'm one of those weirdos who watches like my own injections and needles and stuff. It's fascinating.
Jill, like, her shoulders hunch when she hears Artie complain.
That's not on you.
Jill, you feel like you've been punched in the gut. This is exhausting.
Wynn reaches over and rubs Jill's shoulder.
These complaints aren't about your magic. This is just... bodies are gross.
The man looks around, and his eyes kind of... He sees Wynn and glosses over, and doesn't see Artie because he's turned away. And then he sees Juliana standing in the light with her hair practically glowing. I imagine her freckles would have glowed a little bit too from the power of that magic, because we've said we did that in the past.
I think with something like that, with like a 5th level spell, there's probably a luminescence in her that like shows out through like her freckles start like glittering a little.
Oh, and her eyes. That's very important. Glowing eyes.
Yeah, and the eyes glow. So that is fading, but he might catch the end of that.
He sees and says, "Are you an angel? Have you come to take me to the afterlife?"
She recoils.
He sees her. He sees you back up and like kind of strains to turn his head to look, but can't.
Wynn has her hand on Jill's shoulder after the pat, and so she kind of tightens her grip to try and stop Jill from backing up too much.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a couple of steps. And I think Wynn, if you squeeze her shoulder, she'll just kind of take in a breath. No, yes and no. I'm an Azamar, so kind of, but not really, but hi. No, you're alive. You wanted to come back. Your soul wanted to return to your body, I guess. It said yes, so here you are. Hi.
His eyes flick around the room and he says, "I died?"
Yes, several ships crashed at once, so either you were on a ship or beneath one.
He blinks a few times.
What's the last thing you remember?
That's right. I was on my ship. I was delivering the new contracts to the printers. And I just picked up something from my Nightwolf escort, because the contracts were very valuable. And then there was a loud sound, and I don't remember anything else.
And now you're here.
Well, it's been 8 days, which I guess is less than a week for you guys?
8 days? But my contracts! Where are my contracts?
We don't have ship manifest. Can you give us the name of your ship? We're working on getting people to gather the information to see what happened, but it's entirely possible that your ship, well, if it's anything like ours, it may have fallen all the way to the bottom and maybe combusted.
And he says, "My ship was the Inky Finger.
We'll look into it for you.
I learned to sail on her."
I'm so sorry. We also learned to sail on our ship, and it's gone. I'm so sorry.
He looks at you, Jill, who just raised him and says, My son was on the ship. Where is he?"
What's his name?
His name was Titus. I named him for the Emperor.
The people in this room are the only ones that they recovered.
There were some injured as well. He might be... I'll go check on that right now for you, okay?
He makes a tremendous effort as he tries to get up on his elbows and look around the room, but
Jill will
fails.
push him back down.
Yeah. Wait, sir, I'll go check that right now for you. Don't worry. I'm very quick. I'll be right back. And Wynn will go and rush upstairs.
You meet Vulkarus on the stairs coming back down, and you go back to the room with him. And you ask him the situation, and he explains, "No, there were no survivors at all. These are the bodies we recovered, not the survivors we recovered."
Jill will look up at Wynn, because I assume they're speaking in fairly quiet tones. She'll look up at Wynn across the room while she's holding down the man.
Wynn is whispering quietly to Vulkarus, and then she looks over to Jill and just kind of gently shakes her head.
I'm sorry. The people in this room are the only bodies they were able to recover. I'm so sorry. I can't. If they're not in this room, then I can't help them.
Regulus leans back from straining against you, and his face slumps, and he just closes his eyes, and his mouth forms a hard line, and tears start to stream down his cheeks as the orderlies come in and load him onto a stretcher to take him out.
Damn it.
Wynn kind of watches him go for a moment, and once he's out, she says,
Damn it.
I'll see if I can figure out where the Inky Finger crashed, and if I can't, find his son.
I don't. Not right now. I'm
not doing it right now because we need to be here, but I'll do it in the morning.
I think Jill probably, turns, paces back, goes into the corner for a few minutes, probably swears pretty loudly, and then comes back and is just, turns to Varas. That's all of my 5th level slots that I can do right now. Are the patients upstairs ready? Because I'd really like to move on to something else right now.
Varas says, as ready as they'll ever be, my lady.
Great.
We've plotted out a route for you to take that'll be the most efficient.
Thanks. Okay, when are you ready?
I'm ready.
Cool. Artie, you feel up to this? Or, if it's gross, you can go somewhere else. Sorry.
I'm fine, Jill. It was just gross, a person inflating like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's fine.
Sorry.
Again, no reason to apologize, Jill.
Sure, whatever.
Jill, I need you to treat yourself like you would treat us.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Later. Varas, can we go?
Varas wordlessly starts going up the stairs, and what he takes you to is a series of interconnected rooms where someone has taken a length of rope and laid it down in kind of a weaving pattern from room to room to room. Because remember, this hospital is a maze.
Right.
And he says, follow the rope and you'll have a never-ending stream of patients.
Thank you. Okay, so I think while they sort of do this walk and heal, there are points when she'll have to, let's see, for prayer of healing, that'll need her to wait for 10 minutes to sort of do the casting. So I think while they're kind of walking and healing, she will probably just introduce herself. Be like, hi, nice to meet you guys. She forgot to give her name to either of those two people, and I think she might forget to do that here. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I kind of love the idea that she's just forgotten.
Wynn, like a seneschal, eventually steps forward and goes, this is Her Highness, Juliana, and then says the whole string of titles. Just relax.
Yeah, I guess what she said. Hi. Yeah, this might sting a little, but, everybody just stay still. The staff says that they've, gotten you sort of set to where your wounds need to be. So just hold on for a second. This shouldn't take long.
So, Juliana, you have cast magic long enough to know that you'd probably be best off casting your heaviest spells first, your longest taking spells first, and then your shorter spells from most powerful to least powerful. That way that when you get to the most powerful ones, you don't flub them because you're tired.
Okay. Then in that case, it's going to be a lot of mass healing words. It's going to be 4 mass healing words.
Not the prayers of healing first, because they're the 10-minute ones?
Well, you said the most powerful ones first, so that would be the upcast, level 6 and 4 spells.
I said the longest duration ones first, and then the shortest duration from most powerful to least powerful.
Okay, sure. Prayer of healing then, whatever.
Cool. So this happens the first 3. It's 3 prayers of healing, yeah?
Yes, it is 3 prayers of healing.
3 pairs of healing. And, sorry, I said 3 pairs of healing. the magical fruit. You spend 10 minutes casting this spell. By the end of the first one, your freckles are shining again. By the end of the second, your eyes are glowing. By the end of the third one, the air around you is radiating with holy energy. And every time you say Ethla's name in your prayers, there is a tiny echo, as though it is resonating more than the room ever should allow it to. When you pop off with your highest spell after casting the Prayer of Healings, you don't pop wings, but anyone looking at you out of the corner of your eye could swear for a second that you had grown these faint, translucent spectral wings.
Nice.
And this power bursts out of you, overflowing. As you speak, as you touch people, light is actually beaming from places where light really shouldn't stream, like your mouth, your ears, your eyes, but it's flowing out into them more and more. And the more spells you cast, the more it seems to fade from you as you get down to your 3rd levels, and then your 2nd levels, and finally burn the Pearl of Power for the 2nd levels again.
3rd level.
Sorry, the 3rds again. And then at last, one final healing word, and the light has fully exited your body, and you are just Juliana again. And then you collapse.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever cast all of her healing. She's never used all of her spell slots at once before.
When Jill looks like she's about to collapse, he's already going in. I feel like the longer this goes on, the more space all the orderlies give Jill. Like, anytime they ask for a glass of water, people are like trembling. And so Artie's there to be support.
Excellent. Very, very good. And yeah, it goes from like this glowing beacon to fainter until the very last spell is the candle being blown out. And she reels a bit, and you dash forward just fast enough to catch her in your arms as she falls.
So am I unconscious, or...?
You're not unconscious, you just swooned.
Okay.
It looks kind of funny, because Jill is bigger than Artie.
Yeah.
Just a tiny man.
Just a very compact bit of strong. It's pocket size for your convenience.
He's a fun-sized little snack.
He's got pockets.
I think she does actually pass out for like a couple of seconds, maybe for like 10 seconds or something.
Fantastic. I think when you come to, Artie is dragging you off to the nearest staff room to lie down.
Oh, dragging nothing. I assume he's probably got her in like a fireman carry.
No, he's got her bridle. He's got her bridle.
Really?
That's why I said it looks very funny, because his eyes are just peeking up above like her body, but he's gliding through like it's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing for this guy.
Amazing.
All right. I got that last person, right?
You did.
You got all the people, yes.
Okay. Good. When you get you did it too?
I did my job too, yeah.
111. 111.
And now it's nap time.
And now it's nap time.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds... Yeah, I need a long rest. Good long rest. Cool. So what, just like throwing one of those like bunks in the lounge?
Basically, yeah. It's a small room. There's a couple of folding cots, one of which you're on. There are some wooden chairs, a table. There's a small coal burner with a kettle on it. And one of the orderlies has came in here earlier and set it up with tea for you, and I think, Artie and Wynn, you would be fine to make tea from this now.
Wynn makes tea. She's all too happy to, really.
Do you think they brought us cookies?
I mean, probably it'd be good to regain your blood sugar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they even know what blood sugar is?
They probably got something for they got some word for recognizing like
it's some sort of humor,
anemia,
like a phlegm.
Yeah, it's a vim thing. Yeah.
Yeah. At the door, as the kettle is whistling and you take it off the fire, a figure appears at the door, and it's Vulkarus. He doesn't say anything for a moment, and then he says, "In all my 110 years, I have never seen anything like that before."
Wynn nods her head. She's a powerful cleric.
Juliana's completely conked out. As fast as she's ever gotten to sleep in her entire fucking life.
Yeah, holy shit. This is our princess, then.
She nods. It is.
I think she's going to change the planet.
That's the dream. I think she can change, honestly, the universe.
And I don't know if Juliana wakes to see this, but Arturos and Wynn, you would see this. People start to walk past the door. A long line of people. Each of them have a bandage on them somewhere, or maybe the remains of a bandage that's been cut away. But they're not limping. They're not holding their guts in. They're not barely getting by. 111 healthy people walk past that door on the way out of the hospital, and each and every one of them glances in and sees Jill and puts their hand over their heart in what you recognize as a kind of a corruption of the royal salute that you've seen guards do. This is the more casual one. Just a little gesture of thanks at this unconscious woman who performed a miracle today.
Wynn watches this silently, and then leans over and rests her head on Artie's shoulder.
Leans down
To put her head on Artie's shoulder.
Slouches real low.
Her head on Artie's head?
Slouches low and man spreads.
Nice.
Artie will do the decent thing and acknowledge everyone who comes by with a nod.
That's good of you.
Wynn gun fingers a few of them.
Just the hot ones.
Did we invent finger guns before guns?
Yes, definitely.
That's how queer Wynn was. She's so queer she invented finger guns before guns existed. Another thing to the pile.
Hot yoga, finger guns, MLMs.
As the 111 people walk past, they're of all ages. Some were literal infants. Some were the elderly, and are even walking past now, holding canes but not using them. But a number of them actually seem to stop. And then one young girl drags a young woman in, probably a young mother. And the girl, you realize that the girl had gone past before, but actually ran back into the hospital, and she was carrying a single white flower. And the girl, the little child, can't be any more than 4 or 5 years old.
Oh my god.
Reaches up and puts the flower on the table and says,
"Thank you,"
in a stilted voice. And the mum looks embarrassed, but then she wipes a tear and says, "Truly, thank you."
We'll let her know.
And then they leave. It's 3 p.m, and as the sun starts to descend over Vulkarus, one hospital is now much, much better.
Over half empty.
Over half empty.
Indeed.
Let's do it again in 8 hours, baby. 11 o'clock at night, it's the night shift, baby. Let's go. She's going to have to do a whole long rest.
This is true, but you only get one long rest every, I think it's 16 hours? Let me double check that. There we go. A character can't benefit from more than one long rest in a 24-hour period. So
I'm not going to be able to do this at 11 p.m.
So your next long rest will basically have to be at nighttime.
Balls.
But you can have a short rest now if you want.
I mean, I could. That won't do anything for a cleric, not really.
No, it won't. I'm all meant for flavor, because you're tired.
Yeah, that really changes around some of the stuff I was planning. Okay.
Apologies, I thought you knew about the long rest benefit rule.
By that point, Wynn has tried to entice Artie into playing Lines and Crosses, I think is what it's called.
You mean noughts and crosses?
It's where like a...
That's tic-tac-toe. You're talking about like the dot and box, the line and box game?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, the dot and box.
Yeah. Where you draw a single line and you try to get like as many boxes as possible.
Yeah, because you make a whole sheet full of dots on like a grid, and then you each take turn drawing a line, and the person that's able to like close in a box gets to put their initial on it, and they win that box.
I remember that one.
This is not part of my culture. He's probably gonna be, why can't we play cards?
We could, but you always win at the cards, and I want a chance at winning.
Oh, but I don't understand. Okay, fine. Artie loses. I'm just gonna say it right now, because I would probably also lose a lot.
You don't want to play some rollies to see who wins?
I don't know what that... Oh, roll some dice?
Yeah, in this game that we're playing of Dungeons and Dragons, where we roll dice to determine outcomes.
Every time I suggest I roll some dice, people are like, "Why?" Because I want to see. Okay, yeah, we can roll some dice.
Give me some tool proficiency checks.
Okay. Dame un momento.
I think it's +5 for Artie, and what's win again?
7 plus. You said 5.
Yes.
What's math? 12.
Okay, so Mac, tell us what Win got on her roll.
A 23.
So,
see,
when you flog Arturos at cards, you absolutely crush him.
Oh no, we were playing the dot thing.
Oh, right, excuse me. Still, even if you weren't using those modifiers, the numbers are just so disparate right there that Win.
That's true.
Win wins. She lives up to her name. So, Jill, when do you want to wake up for the purpose of this story?
I guess at this point, if she can't do another round, if she can't like get her spell slots back for another round of healing, then the whole thing's kind of moot. But I feel like if you use all of your spell slots, you're probably going to crash for like 2 hours at least.
Sure. So perhaps you wake up just as the sun's starting to go down. What's the bet you like wake up and don't know where you are? It's one of those wake ups.
What time does the sun set around here actually in the summer?
In the summer, it's probably closer to like 7 p.m.
Yeah. So late afternoon then, around like 5-ish?
Sure. Yeah, around like 5-ish in the late afternoon.
Welcome back to the waking world.
What the fuck?
Oh, hello, sleepyhead.
Hey, where's this?
We're in the healing area.
The hospital.
The hospital.
A hospital?
That's the word, yes.
Healing area. Right.
You know, the building where...
Right, hospital. Right. Okay. How long's it been?
You missed a whole parade of people going past, and that flower that is now on the bedside table there is from a delighted little girl whose mother was in joyous tears that she was back up and moving again.
Oh, that's embarrassing for me.
It's a little flower with blue petals, and it's already starting to wilt.
Probably put that in some water. Oh, I've got bad nap. Ugh. Oh, I've got bad nap mouth, and I'm sweaty. Oh,
and your neck was a little bit crooked, so I can imagine that that's feeling great right now.
Ah, she pops it a couple of times. Ugh, bad nap. Why?
Jemjammer is performed by Annie Creighton, Anna Emmeline, Rio Rios, and Mackenzie Weaver, and is edited by Jake Mason, Our cover art is by Canary Witch, who can be found at canarywitch.carrd.co. And our character design is by Rio Rios, who can be found at rios.com. Our opening and closing music is by Saad Akhtar Ali. For bonus content, such as Jilliana's private diary, behind-the-scenes homebrew stuff, and other features from our other shows, I Will Fight You and Date Me Dammit, our Patreon has it all from only $1 a month at patreon.com/thejemjam. Thank you so very much for listening. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.
I am now recording.
Okay, I am now recording. Hello,
Jake. I will be silent for a bit after we sync so you can get my AC out.
Let's just do numbers first before you explain something. Before you explain something to Jake.
Sounds good.